It's Friday night in Mossy Bottom, and the Eagle Sports Network is on the air. The Eagle Sports Network proudly presents Fairview Eagles football as we bring you live coverage of the Fairview Eagles live from Westwood, Kentucky. Now let's head to the field for Countdown to Kickoff with the voice of the Fairview Eagles, Chauncey Griffith, live on the Eagle Sports Network.
And a good evening to you. Thanks for tuning in to the Eagle Sports Network here. We're live from Westwood, Kentucky, and this is the home of your Fairview Eagles. I'm Chauncey Griffith. Glad to have you along. Tonight, as I mentioned, we're live from Westwood, right in the heart of Mossy Bottom here, where the Fairview Eagles are playing host to the Berea Pirates out of District 6 in Class 1A of Kentucky High School football. Thank you so much for tuning into our broadcast tonight on the Eagle Sports Network, and we're looking forward to bringing you all of the action. We also want to thank our fine community partners for making this broadcast possible. They are Platinum Industries, who is sponsoring this broadcast booth, as well as a big shout-out to Home Builder Supply, HBS Furniture, and Timber Ridge. It's been a beautiful day today, I'll tell you that much, here in Westwood and Boyd County. The forecast for tonight, though, kind of volatile, looking for storms coming in at some point. The temperature now is a warm. It's kind of cooling down, though, but it's mid-70s, about 76 degrees as of now here. And we're set to have some great high school football action coming your way here in just a few moments. It's game number 3 for the Eagles, who are sitting at 1-1 on the season under head coach Alex Roy. Berea coming into this one, they played one game this season. They're 0-1. They fell to Lynn Camp at home last week. We'll talk more about that here in just a few moments. At the end of the day, though, it's Friday night, and you know what that means in Mossy Bottom. Your Fairview Eagles are in action. We're going to step out, take our first break here in the pregame show. We'll come back and we'll look at tonight's matchup, give you a little preview of what we got coming up as far as both teams go. We're also going to have a word from the head man, Coach Alex Roy. You don't want to miss that. He'll talk to you about his team, talk to you about what we can expect maybe from the opponent. And, Coach Roy, you definitely don't want to miss that. And after that, we'll have starting lineups, and then there's a whole lot of football action coming your way from Westwood, Kentucky. It's Fairview taking on the Berea Pirates, and we're back in just a moment here on the Eagle Sports Network.
The fine folks at Home Builder Supply, proud sponsors of Fairview Eagles Athletics, have opened a new store named HBS Furniture. It is located at 101 Kentucky Route 1, behind Super Quick. They offer wall-to-wall furniture, as well as many other unique home items that you'll love. Check them out on Facebook at HBS Furniture, or give them a call at 606-750-4238, or look them up online at supplyhomebuilders.com. It's the folks at Home Builder Supply and HBS Furniture that makes this broadcast possible.
And welcome back into the Eagle Sports Network. I'm Chauncey Griffith. Glad to have you along. Your Fairview Eagles are at home tonight, and they're playing host to the Berea Pirates. Looks to be a good matchup between two Class Single A schools. The Fairview Eagles, I mentioned, coming into this one at 1-1 on the season. They started 1-0 after a Week 1 victory over Bath County here at home. That was a battle of defensive units. The final score in that game was 8-6. Last week, however, the Eagles fell on the road to West Carter 35-8. Armani Burnside was the team's leading rusher in that football game. He was the biggest producer offensively, earning 73 yards and a touchdown on 6 carries. Berea, as I mentioned, coming into this one 0-1 on the year. They were off Week 1. They've only got 9 games on their regular season schedule. They fell to Lynn Camp last week by a score of 43-0. Not much real offensive production going on in that one. as the Pirates are struggling just a bit. They were led, though, by senior Braden Eversole. He's the team's leading rusher. Ran for 72 yards on 16 carries last week in their loss to Lindcamp. This does happen to be the 11th matchup between Fairview and Berea. It's a series that dates back to 1995. Fairview leads the series with 6 wins to Berea's 4. So a win tonight would make number 7 for the Eagles in the series, 7 out of 11. And it would also increase their win streak to 6 in a row as they've won 5 straight against Berea coming into this one. At home, here in Mossy Bottom, the Eagles are 3-2 versus the Pirates. And the last time they faced off was back in 2006 here in Westwood, and the Eagles won that one in dominating fashion, 55-18. Both head coaches looking for wins here tonight. Coach Alex Roy, former standout quarterback here in Westwood, in his second season at the helm of the program. This will be his 14th game as the head coach of the Eagles, amassing an overall career record of 6 wins and 7 losses, including playoff games. He's sitting at an even 6-6, though, in the regular season. As far as the Berea head coach, his name is John Thomas. He's in his 3rd year coaching the Pirates, and his team went 0-11 in his first 2 seasons, making his overall record as the head coach of the Berea Pirates 0-23. We're going to step out, take a break, and when we come back, we will be joined by the head man of the Fairview Eagles, Coach Alex Roy. Always a great time hearing from him. You don't want to miss that. I spoke to him a few moments ago, and he is ready to roll. He says that his team is in a mindset to win a football game here tonight, and I know most of us listening are ready for that. So stick around. We'll hear from Coach Roy, then we'll come back after that and go over starting lineups and a whole lot of football coming your way. It's Fairview playing host to Berea, and this is the Eagle Sports Network. Visit Home Builders Supply at 1560 Diedrich Boulevard in Flatwoods, Kentucky, your one-stop shop for everything for your home. They call it a whole home store for a reason. Find them on Facebook at Home Builders Supply LLC or give them a call at 606-388-2465 for all the kitchen, bathroom, flooring, and any other need you may have for your home. And they're open to the public. That's Home Builders Supply, 1560 Diedrich Boulevard, Flatwoods, Kentucky. And thank you to the folks at Home Builders Supply for their support of high school student athletes like the ones at Fairview High School. And we're back in Westwood now, joined by Fairview Eagles head coach Alex Roy. Coach, thanks for giving us a little time here in the pregame.
Hey, it's always great to be down here.
It's always great to be in Westwood on a Friday.
That is very true. There's no other place I'd rather be.
I'm right there with you, Coach. Talking about Friday night atmosphere, that kind of thing, there's no place like Westwood.
No, there is not. Mossy Bottom, baby. You got to come down here. You never know what you're going to get. And hopefully for the fans that came down here tonight, it's some good football.
I'm with you. How's practice gone this week?
We added a few little wrinkles to the offense this week, so we did look a little bit sluggish, but that is expected, especially when you're working with 14 to 17-year-old kids. Sure. I mean, they're not going to pick up on everything just immediately. But, for the most part, the energy's been there. Yep. We got punched in the chin last week, and our kids, they got up, and they understand what the task at hand is tonight.
And that's what you want, not speaking for you, but as a coach, something like that happens, you take one on the chin, you got to be able to get back up.
Yeah, last Friday, that's a very good West Carter team. They're going to be playing football for a long time in November, and, they're senior dominated, and it shows. Not to discredit their underclassmen, but their underclassmen bought into what the seniors have been able to do and what Coach Barker's been able to do out there, and, they really handed it to us. But, at the end of the day, we got to understand that we have to play our brand of football. We got to play our style. We've got to play with the same intensity and energy every week.
That's right, buddy. Coach, a win tonight will move you to 2-1 on the season. What do you know about Berea?
Berea is a smaller school. They dress 16 kids. But, I talked to their coach about 10, 15 minutes ago, and I told them the one good thing about watching those 16 kids on film is you never had to question their effort.
That's right.
They give up a big, long run. You look on that film, and 11 guys are running to the football. So, like I told him, keep pushing forward, and good things are going to happen because you cannot teach effort. I can teach any kid out here how to play football, but if they don't have the effort and the drive to want to be better, then it's not going to do me any good at the end of the day. And he's got 16 guys that want to be better, and they want to compete and fight every week, and hats off to them.
Amen to that, Coach. You kind of just answered the question already, but what are the keys to a win?
Offensively, big offensive guy. That's what that's what I want to think that I specialize in. But offensively, our line up front has got to get a push like we did week one. Last week we got smacked in the mouth and we let one player, which was a very good player, dictate the way that our line was going to play. And tonight we've got a good opportunity to go out there, and I told them they don't grade out on the offensive line if there's not 3 pancakes a play or their guys not getting drove 10 yards.
That's right.
Defense got to swarm to the football. We have to execute our assignments. If we don't execute our assignments, it's going to be a long night, and if we do, then it could be a short night in favor of Westwood.
I like it, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you.
Go Eagles. Back after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
The fine folks at Home Builder Supply, proud sponsors of Fairview Eagles Athletics, have opened a new store named HBS Furniture. It is located at 101 Kentucky Route 1, behind Super Quick. They offer wall-to-wall furniture, as well as many other unique home items that you'll love. Check them out on Facebook at HBS Furniture, or give them a call at 606-750-4238, or look them up online at supplyhomebuilders.com. It's the folks at Home Builder Supply and HBS Furniture that makes this broadcast possible.
And welcome back into the Platinum Industries broadcast booth. Platinum Industries, a contracting business that offers installation of anything purchased from Home Builder Supply. They also offer contracting services in the tri-state area. Find them on Facebook at Platinum Industries LLC. It's going to be Fairview football to start things out as Fairview won the coin toss. They elected to receive. A thank you to Craig McCormick for letting me know that one. A thank you to him for a lot of stuff, by the way. He keeps me in line around here. Fairview captains tonight, Gabe Legg, Devin Gibson, and Wyatt Bowen. They were the ones out there with Coach Roy for the coin toss. We'll take a look real quick at the starting lineup for the Fairview Eagles offense. Up front, left tackle Devin Gibson, a senior. Left guard, number 58, Eli Stewart. He's a sophomore. Playing center tonight, handling snapping duties is number 65, a sophomore, Conlon Slavens. At right guard, number 54, a junior, Logan McCormick. At right tackle, number 70, Wyatt Bowen. He's a senior. And at tight end up front is number 55, senior J.J. May. In the backfield at quarterback, freshman quarterback, showing signs of doing great things. Number 4, freshman Hunter Good. At fullback, number 23, junior Jace Murray. And 2 backs in the wishbone, 2 tailbacks. They are Grishawn Whitfield and Armani Burnside. And then 1 guy out wide, a receiver, and that is number 14, sophomore Charlie Fetters. Defensively, we'll take a look real quick while we got just a second. For the Eagles, up front, 2 interior linemen. They're Wyatt Bowen and Conlon Slavens, a senior and a sophomore respectively. Defensive ends, a couple of seniors. They're Devin Gibson and J.J. May. At linebacker, 2 middle linebackers. They are Jace Murray and Rylan Hatfield, a couple of juniors. And then 2 outside linebackers, senior Gabe Legg and sophomore Dre Whitfield. And then in the secondary for the Eagles tonight, cornerback Armani Burnside and Charlie Fetters, and a freshman safety is Jaden Kaler. That's your starting lineup for the Fairview Eagles. It's going to be Fairview football. Start things out here, as I mentioned, as they won the toss, elected to receive. Got 2 guys back deep, Whitfield and Burnside, and an onside kind of a little pooch kick goes over to the right-hand side. Fairview does recover it on the Berea side of the 50. It's going to be about on the Berea 49-yard line. I believe I see Bryson Maple Clutters over there. I also see Jaden Kaler in on that one, as was Elijah Stewart coming off. I'm not sure who fell on it, but they did their job, and they did it great. It's going to be Fairview football on the Berea 49-yard line, so great field position to start things out here for your Eagles. Mentioned last week, Eagles had trouble getting points on the board against West Carter. In talking with Coach Roy, though, before the game, maybe a little different look here offensively, and we'll see right starting out here. We see a formation we've not seen. It's a broken wishbone with two receivers over to the right-hand side. Good takes the snap hands to the tailback. I believe that is Burnside, who chugs along, picks up a couple of yards. Give him 2. Be second down, 8 yards to go. So Burnside gets the first carry of the football game, picks up a couple of yards, and Fairview looking to get things going. Second down, 8 yards to go. Hunter Good gets a play call from Coach Roy over there breaking his huddle now. We'll see what formation. We're going to have the same formation. Ball's shaded to the left side of the middle of the field, if that makes sense. The handoff this time it's kind of a miffed play. Is Good in some traffic there. He's going to keep it himself. Scrambles out to the right side. Shakes off a would-be tackler, and he's brought down right at about the 45-yard line. So give him, actually they're going to say I think he went down on a knee at the 46, so give him a couple more. Makes it about 3rd down and 6 yards to go. 2 yards there. That was kind of a blown play, as he wasn't able to get the handoff to who it was supposed to go to, and he was almost brought down the backfield, able to skate away and get out there, pick up what he could off the right side. Wishbone formation, one receiver to the left. Good takes the snap, hands it to the fullback. That's Murray, and he chugs along. He's brought down from behind. There was one man to beat. That was Caden Kidwell, who brought him down from behind. Nonetheless, he picked up more than enough for the first down. Got it all the way out to the 39-yard line, so a 7-yard pickup there for Jace Murray. First down, 10 yards to go for Fairview. 10:06 to go here in the first. We're still scoreless. This is the first offensive series of the football game. Fairview, 3 plays, a total of 11 yards offensively here. Down under 10 minutes to go. Back in the wishbone formation. Receiver out wide to the left. Ball in the middle of the field. A toss play goes to the right-hand side. And getting it out to about the 36, maybe the 35-yard line is Dre Whitfield. Give him 3. Make it second down, 7 yards to go. He was in some traffic again there. Good pursuit defensively by that Berea defensive unit, as you saw all 11 guys heading toward the football. Nonetheless, though, a 3-yard pickup makes it second down, 7 yards to go here for your Fairview Eagles. Fairview wearing their home red uniforms, black stripe down the side, black numbers, black helmets, black pants. Really sharp uniforms for the Eagles. Wishbone formation on second down. A toss goes left side to Burnside. He's got room to run down across the 30-yard line, down to the 20, to the 10. He's in traffic. Does he make it in? He does. It's a touchdown, Fairview, 36 yards out. That's Armani Burnside punching it in from 36 yards away. So with 8:53 to go now in the first period of this football game, Fairview on the board first. Easy for me to say. Armani Burnside punches it in and gets Fairview on the board. 6-0 as we see the offensive unit staying out. We've not seen this season a PAT from Fairview as of yet. Same formation for the 2-point conversion. It's going to be a handoff, and with a nice hole there is Dre Whitfield. I tell you what, I'm not saying anything, but that was a great push up front. What I mean by I'm not saying anything, I think I could have ran that one in. That was a great job up front, blocking by that offensive line. And just like that, with 8:53 to go, Dre Whitfield with a 2-point conversion. It's 8-0. Fairview leads Berea. We're back in just a moment here on the Eagles Sports Network.
This Eagles Sports Network broadcast of Fairview Eagles football will be back in just a moment. This Eagles Sports Network broadcast of Fairview Eagles football will be back in just a moment.
And we're back here. Eagles set to kick off here in just a moment. It's going to be Devin Gibson handling kickoff duties. Two returners back deep to receive for Berea. They are Gavin Merrill, and I believe that is Kowena Conway back there. I apologize. That's number 11, Alex Firi. I've got to figure out how to say that name, Phiri. I missed that on my roster. Nonetheless, number 11 does field that one at about the 15-yard line, and he's hit hard at about the 28 by a couple of Fairview Eagles. Again, I see Bryson Maple Clutters in on that one. I think he was the one delivering the blow there. Also, Devin Gibson in on that one. 8:57 on the clock. A nice touchdown run there on the first series of offense by the Fairview Eagles. A 38-yarder by Armani Burnside got Fairview on the board. At 8-0 is your score right now. And we're going to get our first look at the Berea offensive unit led by quarterback Trayshawn Davis. Davis, a senior. And here we go. Shotgun formation. No, I apologize. Two backs behind the quarterback and nothing doing there. That play was just kind of blown up from the start. Good pressure there from Fairview defensively. I did not see who was in on that tackle, but there were several Fairview Eagles in on that one. A pickup of 1 yard. He just kind of fell forward as he was hitting the backfield. I believe that was Gavin Merrill on that carry. Give him a yard. Second down, 9 yards to go. So we've got Davis under center. Waiting to see they break the huddle here. We'll see how they line up here. Davis under center, two backs behind him, not in the eye, but next to one another. And one wide out to the right side, also a tight end to the right side. And we've got a flag by the back judge. It's going to be a delay of game called against Berea. That'll back him up 5 yards. Second down, 14 yards to go now for Berea. No loss of down, but they do back up 5. And the clock down under 8 minutes to go here in period number 1. I did hear the rumor that it's going to be a shortened halftime due to the impending weather. As I mentioned, there are storms coming, and they're going to try to get this football game in before they get here. Wing back to the left, two backs behind the quarterback who's under center. That's Trayshawn Davis. He takes the snap, tosses it left side to Merrill. Merrill gets it across the line of scrimmage, picks up about 4 yards, gets it back to the original line of scrimmage, makes it third down and 10 yards to go. Merrill, a junior, they don't have his height listed on the roster. However, the kid, he's got some wheels. Not a real big kid. However, he can move. I would say get him in open space, and he would definitely be a threat. Third down, 10 yards to go. Wide out to the left this time. We've got a wing back and a tight end both on the right side. And movement up front. I saw Gibson move for Fairview, but that was because the left tackle fired off the ball before it was snapped. So back him up 5 more yards. That'll make it third down, 15 yards to go. Ball now on the 25 of Berea, maybe the 26. Third down, And about 15 yards to go. Berea back in the huddle. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people in the stands over there on the Berea side. They don't travel. Of course, they don't have a big team either, but not very many Berea fans in the stadium here tonight. It's going to be a quarterback keeper as Davis. Actually, he's going to roll out and throw, and he's got his guy in the flats. Making the catch there on the 40-yard line. Going up and getting it is Alex Fyra. And he gets it all the way across the 40. He's knocked out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. Maybe the 45. We'll see where he spotted. It's going to be an 18-yard pickup there. Davis to Fyra. So that toss and catch will move the sticks for the Pirates. Be 1st and 10. A handoff in the backfield is taken by Eversole. The play designed to go up the middle of the formation. That collapsed quick, so he bounced it out and picked up about 2 yards. Eversole, that's his first carry of the ball game. He was the team's leading rusher last week. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. He had 16 carries, 72 yards last week against Lynn Camp. Tonight, with 5:24 to go here in the first, he gets his first carry. Your score: Fairview 8, Berea 0. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Same formation. Kind of a misdirection play there, and the handoff is going to go to Alex Fyra out of the backfield. He came across there from the wingback position, picks up 3 yards. Fury is how you say that. Alex Fury, I'm sorry. So 3rd down, 5 yards to go. Maybe 6. Ball on the 48. Berea in the huddle. No sense of real urgency here as they've been successful moving the ball here on this drive. Davis breaking the huddle. We'll see the same formation. Davis under center, a wing back and a tight end to the left, 2 backs behind the quarterback, side by side, and then a receiver out wide to the left. That is Chris Sowers, and we've got another whistle blown here. Flag thrown over on the Berea sideline. It's going to be an offsides penalty, so that'll move Berea forward 5 yards. Not sure exactly who moved there, so it's going to be 3rd and less than 1 here. So Berea back in their huddle, and you got to think that might change the play call here as they look to convert here on 3rd and 1. Down under 4 minutes to go here in the first. 8-0 is your score. Fairview ahead of Berea. Same formation. A handoff and a dropped football in Fairview. I believe that's going to be Fairview football as the quarterback exchange there on the handoff kind of went haywire. I did not see who fell. That was Rylan Hatfield who fell on that football, and just like that, that's a turnover. Fairview takes over 1st and 10 on the 50-yard line right there at midfield. Ball right in the middle of the field, and 3:46 to go. Fairview looks to capitalize on the turnover as Rylan Hatfield did a great job there. He was where he needed to be anyway and took advantage of the offensive mistake. And now Fairview, the offensive unit, looking to capitalize here as they're ahead 8-0 on the scoreboard, looking to add more to that. 1st and 10, wishbone formation, receiver out to the left, a fake to the fullback, and then Good tried to get it to the tailback there, but it was bobbled. Good fell on it. We've got a flag thrown toward the end of the play there. It was thrown in the backfield. We'll see. I believe it's going to go against Fairview. Waiting to see here as the head official's coming across. Yeah, it's a holding against Fairview, so that'll back them up 10 yards from the spot of the foul, all the way back to the Fairview 40-yard line. So 1st down and 20 yards to go now for Fairview. from their own 40, as I mentioned. Coach Roy not real happy with that one. First and 20. Same formation, wishbone, tied into the right, receiver out to the left, and a toss is out of the reach, actually, of Dre Whitfield. He kind of went behind him, and he's forced to fall on it deeper in the backfield, so that's going to back him up to the 29 of the 30-yard line. So second down now, and 30 yards to go for the Eagles. They're moving backward. They're going the wrong way here, as it's second down, 30 yards to go. They're on their own 20-yard line. They've got to get it all the way across to the Berea 40-yard line. Down under 3 minutes to go here in the first. Wishbone formation. A toss this time is going to go to Jeffrey Everett with his first carry, and he's off to the races down the Berea sideline, gets it across midfield, down across the 30, and he's brought down at the 20-yard line. So he goes from 20 to 20. Doing the math, that's a big pickup. That's about 60 yards there, as Jeffrey Everett's getting the job done here. A name we haven't said yet this season, but I tell you what, it's good to say it now. As he moves the chains, that was good enough for a first down and way more, as just like that, Fairview knocking on the door of the red zone. Down to 2:05 to go here in the first, and on the legs of Jeffrey Everett's there, the Eagles moving the football and knocking on the door, as I mentioned, to the red zone here. Fairview breaks the huddle, same formation, receiver out wide to the right, and the quarterback center exchange there is kind of bobbled. Ball rolls away. Good job by Armani Burnside picking up on that and going back and falling on the football, as there were two defenders there. Couple of mistakes here in this drive, but that'll be good for a loss of 4 yards. Second down, 14 to go. They've got to get it down to the 10 for the first down. Got to think Coach Roy going to have some things to say here as time 1 minute, 8 seconds from expiring here in the first. I think he's going to have some things to tell his team here, as a few mistakes have kind of slowed progress. On second down, a toss to the right side is going to go again to Everett, and he's got room to run, gets it out to the numbers, and he goes out of bounds. He's knocked out of bounds inside the 10, I believe somewhere around the 5. We'll see where he went out. He's going to get it all the way down to the 4-yard line, and my mistake, that was not Everett, that was Whitfield. So a great carry by him. A pickup of about 20 yards there for Dre Whitfield. Down to 23 seconds to go here in this quarter. Fairview going to get one more play of offense in here. And on first and goal, it's a handoff to Everett. Jason Murray. He's brought down at the line of scrimmage, no gain, and that's going to be your last play of offense, as the siren you hear in the background means that we're one quarter done here in Westwood, where your score is Fairview 8, Berea 0, and we're back in just a moment for quarter number 2 here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Timber Ridge is committed to delivering the highest quality sheds, barns, cabins, play sets, trailers, greenhouses, and more, all tailored to meet the needs and the budgets of their customers. They offer multiple financing options to help make for the best customer experience possible. They also offer 3 options to get what you want. And with payments starting at $79.50 a month, they make it easy. Timber Ridge offers a quality like no other. Visit them at 195 Argolite Road in Flatwoods, Kentucky. Call them at 606-388-2600 2110. Visit their Facebook page or find them online at timberridgeky.com. And a big thank you to the good folks at Timber Ridge for supporting the student athletes at Fairview High School.
And welcome back into the Platinum Industries broadcast booth. Platinum Industries is a contracting service. They offer installation of anything purchased from Home Builders Supply. They also offer general contracting in the tri-state area. Find them on Facebook, Platinum Industries LLC. It'll be second and goal for Fairview to start things out here in the second period of play, as the ball's going to be on the 5-yard line. So a loss of 1 yard there for Murray as he takes the handoff on first down, hit in the backfield, drove ahead for what he could. And Fairview going to pick up where they left off here in the second period, trying to punch it in the end zone for 6 more. Your score here going into quarter number 2, 8-0 after a 38-yard touchdown run by Armani Burnside on the first to cap off the first series of offense. Another handoff to Murray, and this time he's in for the touchdown. We'll wait for the signal, and there it is. He fell forward. He was being tackled by 2 defenders from behind, but a great job of him keeping those feet moving. And from 5 yards away, that's Jace Murray. I'll get it right one of these days. Jace Murray with the 5-yard touchdown run. So with 11:54, that makes your score now Fairview 14 and Berea 0. We see the Fairview offense staying out there. And they're going to try to tack on 2 more out of the wishbone. A throw out into the flats, and that's going to be caught for the 2-point conversion. That is Charlie Fetters making his first scoring touch of the season, I guess you would say, with a 2-point conversion. 11:54 to go here in the second period of play. Your score, Fairview 16, Berea 0. And we're back here in just a moment here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Visit Home Builders Supply at 1560 Diedrich Boulevard in Flatwoods, Kentucky, your one-stop shop for everything for your home. They call it a whole home store for a reason. Find them on Facebook at Home Builders Supply LLC or give them a call at 606-388-2465 for all the kitchen, bathroom, flooring, and any other need you may have for your home. And they're open to the public. That's Home Builders Supply, 1560 Diedrich Boulevard, Flatwoods, Kentucky. And thank you to the folks at Home Builders Supply for their support of high school student athletes like the ones at Fairview High School.
A 5-yard touchdown run by Jeffrey Everts, by Jace Murray. That's the second time I've done that. A 5-yard touchdown run by Jace Murray, followed by a 2-point conversion pass from Hunter Good to Charlie Fetters, making the score now 16-0. Fairview leads the Berea Pirates. 11:54 to go here before the half. And Fairview putting the ball in the air is Devin Gibson. It's caught right at about the 20-yard line by Fury. He's going to get it out across the 30 to about the 35. He fell forward to the 35. So a 15-yard pickup for the Berea special teams unit there. Devin Gibson, the kicker, in on the tackle. Be 1st and 10 now, Berea, from their own 35-yard line. Berea's first series of offense ended in a turnover as a little bobbled exchange on a handoff, taken advantage of by Rylan Hatfield. He recovered the fumble in the backfield, made it Fairview football. Both Fairview drives a series of offense have resulted in points on the board, though. On first down, handoff in the backfield and brought down in the backfield, about 3 yards deep in the backfield, is Braden Eversole. Good pursuit there by the Fairview defensive unit. They sent a little bit of pressure there, and it paid off. Gabe Legg on the tackle.
Second down and 12 for Berea on the 33-yard line.
A beautiful evening here in Mossy Bottom, Westwood, Kentucky. Fairview Eagles right now in front of the Berea Pirates by a score of 16-0. Glad you could join us here. A shotgun snap, a direct snap goes to Braden Eversole.
Eversole on the keeper.
He's brought down a yard into the backfield there by Jace Murray. Fairview showing a little pressure here, and it's paying off on this series. Third down and about 14 yards to go for Berea. Murray having a great game. On the offensive side of the ball, he's got 3 carries for 11 yards and a touchdown. Got a couple of tackles here on the defensive side of the ball, and we've got a timeout called by Berea with 10:27 to go in the second period of play. Your score, Fairview 16, Berea 0. Back in just a moment here on the Eagle Sports Network.
This Eagle Sports Network broadcast of Fairview Eagles football will be back in just a moment. This Eagle Sports Network broadcast of Fairview Eagles football will be back in just a moment.
So it'll be third down and about 14 yards to go for Berea coming out of the timeout. They called the timeout here after 2 loss of yardage plays in a row. Fairview defensive unit showing a little bit of pressure here, and it's paying off for them as of yet. Fairview, the first team back out onto the field after some words of wisdom from defensive coordinator Seth Cottle. Now Berea makes their way out, and we're ready to resume action. Be third down and 14 yards to go. Ball on the 31, maybe the 32-yard line, and a handoff left side. Will go again to Braden Eversole. He's trying to find somewhere to run, but great pursuit here by the Fairview defensive unit. I think the ball did come out, but I think the ground caused the fumble. Armani Burnside in on that one. I see Jeffrey Everett's over there as well. So no pickup here on third down for Braden Eversole. That'll make it fourth down and about 13 yards to go. Eversole mentioned last week he had 16 carries, 72 yards. Tonight he's got 4 for -2 yards. Down under 10 minutes to go here before the half, and we're going to see the punt unit out for the Pirates. Number 18, Chris Sowers, the punter, and Armani Burnside handling return duties for the Eagles. He's going to be sitting with his heels at about the Eagles' 37-yard line. A high punt. He comes up and catches it, and he's got some room to run. He gets it across midfield and over toward the Berea sideline, and he's knocked out of bounds, we'll say, at about the 41-yard line, something like that. So a great return here for the Eagles. He goes out at the 40-yard line, so about a 22-yard return there for Burnside. Sets his team up great on the offensive side of the ball. They're moving right to left on your radio dial from where I'm sitting in the press box. It'll be 1st and 10 Fairview from the Berea 40-yard line. See Coach Bill Music down there on the sideline for the Eagles. You hear the wishbone, especially here in Westwood. There's one name that comes to mind, and that's Bill Music. And he's down there providing guidance. And I tell you what, that guy is a class act. He's a dandy for sure. Be 1st and 10 Fairview. Kind of some confusion here pre-snap as couple of the Fairview players confused on where to go, and Coach Roy takes the timeout and stands there with his hands on his hips like, guys, what are we doing here? Nonetheless, 9:16 to go before the half. Your score, Fairview 16, Berea 0. Back in just a moment here on the Eagle Sports Network.
What are you doing out there?
Come on!
I saw you at the game the other night. Yeah, you. Up there getting mad, acting like we're all out there making $1 million a game. Well, let me be real with you. This isn't the pros. It's school sports, and it's a game, our game. So please, let us play.
School sports fans, remember, when you cheer for your team, make noise for the right reasons. This message presented by the NFHS and the NIAAA.
And all student athletes in Kentucky.
16-0 is your score here. Fairview calls the timeout after they got the football here, 1st and 10 on the Berea 40, and had a little confusion pre-snap on where to line up. So Coach Roy decides we'll take the timeout, get things squared away, and here we go, ready to resume action here. 9:16 to go, 16-0 is your score. Fairview has the ball, 1st and 10. A screen pass goes behind the receiver, just out of his reach. Good was trying to get it out there to Charlie Fetters, but it goes behind the receiver, falls incomplete, and makes it 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Mentioned there a few moments ago, we anticipate a shortened halftime. Just if you're keeping track at home, storms coming to the area, and the officials decided we'll shorten halftime to about 7 minutes plus the extended 3 minutes, just in case. On 2nd down, a toss goes to the left side, room to run. Off to the races is Dre Whitfield. He's going to punch it in from 40 yards out. I tell you what, a great run by him. I'm not going to get too excited yet, though, because there are 2 flags on the field back around about the 25 and the 30-yard line, so we'll wait and see what those are. As it stands, though, that would have been that is a 40-yard touchdown run. The flags thrown behind the ball typically indicate a hold, block at the back, something like that. So we're going to wait and see as the officials out there conferencing at about the 30-yard line. Wait and get the official indication. Both teams making their way back to the line of scrimmage, though, so I got a feeling this one's coming back. We're going to wait and see. All the officials there conferencing, wanting to make sure they're all on the same page before they indicate what the flags represent here. And it's going to be a personal foul called against Fairview and a personal foul called against Berea, so those will offset. Three personal fouls. So 2 of them go against the Eagles, 1 of them go against Berea. And it's going to bring the ball back to the 40-yard line. And it looks like it's going to be 2nd down and 10 yards to go. Is it a loss of down, though? It should be. We'll wait and see. Evidently not.
So it's going to be
2nd down, 10 yards to go now for Fairview. So there you go. We're just going to go back to the last play here. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. 2 personal fouls against Fairview, 1 against Berea. Of course, 1 of each offset. And here we go. On 2nd and 10, the handoff goes to Everett deep in the backfield, and he's got some room to run off tackle. Gets it out across the 30, still not down, throwing off defenders, gets it down to the 23, and flags are flying again, this time after the play, right around where he was brought down there. And we'll wait and see what the flags are on this play. Another personal foul, a face mask goes against Berea, so evidently Everett's brought down by his face mask. He got it out to the 24-yard line, 23-yard line, so that would be about a 17-yard pickup for Everett's. And now the ball moving on down into the red zone after the 15-yard penalty. Brings it all the way down to the 12-yard line, so it'll be Fairview ball, first down, 10 yards to go now from the Berea 12. Down to 8:19 to go here before the half. Here we go, wishbone formation. Hand off to the fullback. And chugging along is Murray. He gets it down inside the 5. Pick up about 7 yards from Murray. You got to get it across the 2 for the first down. So 2 yards for the first and then 2 more yards for the touchdown. Wishbone formation. This time the receiver, Fetters, is way out to the right side. Handoff again goes to the fullback and into the end zone, waiting for the indication. There it is. Touchdown Fairview. So a 4-yard touchdown run again here by Jace Murray. Makes the score now 22-0. Fairview leads the Berea Pirates. That's touchdown number 2 for Murray. This one comes from 4 yards out with 7:29 to go in the second period. Offensive unit will stay out for the Eagles as they're going to try to tack on 2 more. A 2-point conversion here would make it 24-0. Flip the formation this time. Wishbone tight end to the right, wide receiver to the left. And it's going to be no good on the 2-point conversion. That was a handoff to Dre Whitfield. He brought down at about the 1-yard line. Nonetheless, your score was 7:29 to go here before the half. Fairview 22, Berea 0. We're back in just a moment here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. Brought to you by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association and the Kentucky Athletic Administrators Association.
And we're back here. Gibson and company out to handle kickoff duties. Your score was 7:29 to go before the half. Fairview 22, Berea 0. Gibson's kick is in the air, a low line drive kick, caught at about the 20 by Fury. He gets it out across the 30 to about the 33-yard line. We've got another flag here coming in from the back judge. I mentioned there it brought down at about the 33-yard line, and the flag came in from across midfield. This one's going to go against Fairview. Didn't see what the indication was, but I do know it's going to go against Fairview as they're switching footballs out here.
So with the penalty, it'll
be first down and 10 yards to go now for Berea from their own 40-yard line. Not sure what happened there to cause the 5-yard penalty. Nonetheless, it'll be Berea football, first and 10 from their own 40. A tight formation. In motion, one receiver goes out wide to the left for Berea. 2 backs behind the quarterback who is under center. That's Trayshawn Davis. Wing back to the right and tight end to the right as well. Looked like they moved up front there. Nonetheless, no flag. And no gain either. As a matter of fact, he's going to be brought down about 3 yards in the backfield there. Kind of a blown up play there. I'm not even sure who was supposed to get the ball as Davis kind of turned around there, went to hand it off and kind of dropped it. Braden Eversole fell on it there. Loss of 3. Nope, they're moving it back. Loss of 4 yards. Makes it second down and 14 yards to go here for Berea. Down under 7 minutes to go before the half. And here we go. Same formation. Receiver out to the left. That's Chris Sowers. Trayshawn Davis under center. 2 backs behind him. 1 wing back to the right. And here we go. Davis is going to roll out to throw the ball. A screen out of the backfield is caught by someone. I can't tell you who it is, but it was for a minimal gain, maybe a yard, a sprint out pass there. That was the tight end who caught that. Give him a yard. Makes it 3rd down and 13 yards to go. Everett's on the nice open field tackle there.
37-yard line.
Kind of a size mismatch there between Everett's and I believe that's Chris Sowers, number 18. Again, we don't have the heights listed on the roster, but Sowers definitely wins the size battle, but Everett's did a great job there hitting him low, brought him down in the open field. 3rd and 13, it's Berea football. Same formation. Receiver moves in a little closer this time, though. Another pass, and it's way off the mark. A little miscommunication. I think there was a collision between the receiver and I believe that's Burnside, who was playing cornerback out there, as the receiver just kind of I don't think he knew the route, but there was a collision. I believe we're going to have a flag against Fairview here. It may be a pass interference. We're going to wait and see. It definitely wasn't intentional by no means, but yeah, it's going to be pass interference called against the Eagles. So that'll move the ball across the 45 to we'll see where they're going to spot it here. Should be a little more than enough for the first as it goes across midfield, and they're going to stop it at the 49-yard line of Fairview. So that 15-yard penalty there will move the sticks for Berea and give them a first down. A mistake that was made by Fairview. Definitely not intentional. And again, that call could have gone either way in my book, but I'm sitting up here not wearing stripes, so what do I know? On first down, same formation. Movement up front. I do see movement on the defensive side of the ball, but I definitely saw movement on the offensive side of the ball as well. Yeah, it's going to be a false start called against the Pirates. It was the right guard that moved there. So that'll back them up 5, make it 1st and 15 now. Down under 5 minutes to go before the half.
So again, 1st down and 15 for the Pirates.
As Trayshawn Davis makes a long journey over to his sideline to get the play from Coach Thomas. Ball's on the right hash. That's a pretty good haul. Getting over there and getting the call and then coming back. May have something to do with the delay of game penalty that they got a few moments back. And another flag here. Not sure what that one was. It's going to be delay of game again. As I mentioned, I just called that one, I think. So that'll back them up 5 more yards and make it first down. First down and about 20 yards to go. And here we go. White hat, the official calling. Make sure you're running that clock, he's saying. And they sure are, as we're down to 4 minutes and 12 seconds to go here before the half. Same formation. This time, though, the wideout is number 9, Trayshawn Davis. So we're going to see a direct snap. He and Eversole. Ball goes off of Eversole's fingertips, and he's going to be brought down even deeper in the backfield here. Good pursuit by that Fairview defensive unit. I see Hunter Good in on that one, and a few more Fairview Eagles. And slow to get up is Braden Eversole. He's brought down all the way back on the 33-yard line. So a loss of about 9 yards there. Gabe Legg in on the tackle. We're going to step out, take a break for the injured player here. 3:47 to go here before the half. Your score, Fairview 22, Berea 0, and we're back here in just a moment on the Eagle Sports Network.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. Brought to you by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association and the Kentucky Athletic Administrators Association.
And welcome back into the Platinum Industries broadcast booth. And we've got a special guest joining us here for part of the game. Mr. Clark, thank you for coming on.
Absolutely. Beautiful night for some football.
That's what Coach Roy and I were talking about before the game. No place I'd rather be on a Friday night.
Never. Between this time of year, it's my favorite time. College football's kicking up.
Yes.
High school football's in full swing.
Yes.
NFL's back. My kids playing golf on Saturday mornings right now. I mean, you can't beat this time of year.
I love it. Second down 34, a sprint out pass, it looks like, from Trayshawn Davis, and he's hit hard in the backfield. That is, I believe that's Hunter Good again in on that tackle. He's got a few tackles here in this football game.
Yeah, it's been pretty nice watching the kids fly around this afternoon and this evening, and just a little better effort trying to close in on the ball, not giving up too many yards at all.
That's right. You got to thank Coach Roy, Coach Cottle, these guys down here happy with the way the defense is playing.
Absolutely. Seth's been putting a lot of work in that defensive squad too. I mean, he's made it a point of emphasis this year, and Coach Roy's done a great job of leading all those guys down there. And they're really all putting in a lot of work.
Yes, sir. Ball on it's going to be third down and a long way to go. The ball's back on the 27-yard line. They've got to get it all the way to the Fairview 39. So do the math. That's a whole lot of yards.
Yeah, we'll just leave it at a lot. How's
that?
Yeah,
I wasn't going to try to do the math. That's why I said for them to do it. 2 minutes, 25 seconds to go before the half clock. Still rolling here. 22-0 your score. Fairview leads the Berea Pirates. I'm glad you came on up because I mentioned we may have a delayed halftime here.
Yeah, it's looking interesting out there to say the least.
On third down, a sprint out pass. A defender in his face. He's forced to get rid of the football. Another name we've said several times, that's Bryson Clutters, who forced the quarterback there to throw that one away. Makes it fourth down.
And it's good to have Bryson back out on the field this week, too. He was dealing with a little bit of an injury bug last week, so it's nice to see him getting some plays back on the field and closing in on the ball, too.
I'm with you. He's a name that we say a lot, especially on the defensive side of the football.
Great kid in school, too. I mean, he's pretty quiet. I mean, he's come a long way since they first moved here, and, he's grown up and maturing a little bit, being a little bit more of a leader in the building and just seeing everything happening. So it's working out well for him.
Yes. On fourth down, we see the punt unit out. Burnside back deep to receive. A high punt is going to land it's going to be caught at about the 49 of Fairview. And Burnside with some room to run gets it across midfield down inside the 30. One man to beat. And he's knocked out of bounds right around the 20-yard line. So about a 31-yard return. He's had some dandy returns here tonight.
Yeah, he's quick as a cat, too.
Yes.
But I tell you what, we've got to give some credit to Berea, too. They've made a bus ride all the way up through here this evening to be here with us. And, they're a scrappy little team. They're working hard. They're closing in on the ball, too. They're not giving up. They're playing every play.
Yes. I spoke to their coach, John Thomas, before the game, and that's got to be a tough position. They've only got 16 kids. It's no secret, but they've got 16 kids who want to be here.
Absolutely, and we were in the same spot 2 years ago.
That's right.
He's got an opportunity to do the same thing that Coach Roy's doing, and building a program and doing it the way he wants to do it. And I'm sure that the discipline there is something that's probably pushed some kids away. But Coach Roy's pulled those kids back in and got the ones out there that want to be there.
Yes.
And I look forward to seeing what Berea does in the next couple of years.
On first down, a wishbone formation. A handoff is going to go to Dre Whitfield. Another great push there by the offensive line. is good for a pickup of about 9 yards.
And that's another kid that football's been great for. His attitude's been a lot better in school. He's doing much better in the hallways and paying attention to what he's supposed to be. And he's really putting in some work out here. I'm glad to see that kid out playing.
That's what you like to hear, about these guys off the field. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Down under a minute and a half to go here before halftime. Ball on the 14-yard line. They need about another yard for the first down. Same formation. Receiver to the left this time, though. And a toss goes to the right. It's going to be Dre Whitfield again who takes the football, shakes off a would-be tackler, and he's going to be brought down inside the 5-yard line. I tell you what, you say the name of the ball carrier, but a lot of times we forget to mention the guys out there in the trenches making this happen.
Yeah.
The offensive line doing a great job here tonight.
They've done a much better job tonight pulling with the football too, getting out and blocking, getting their hands up, and
yes.
Not shooting themselves in the foot. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've corrected some errors, and they're not getting the holding calls and the penalties that they have in the past. So it's good to see that work being put in with Coach Parsons and that crew too.
Yes, sir. We do have a down player over on the Berea sideline. I can't tell a number, but it's a Berea player. So doesn't matter what school they go to. When an athlete's down, you always best wishes, prayers go up for that player.
75.
I don't know, but he's a big boy, whoever he is. Mr. Clark, while we got just a second here, instead of going to break, talk about some things that are going on around Westwood.
Well, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff going on at school. I mean, we're hammering away on some of the CTE programs. We've got a business marketing program that's just thriving with Miss Geyer. Miss McClellan's doing a great job with her crew, too, and the teaching learning pathway. We're trying to grow some of our own teachers and get them encouraged to be a part of Fairview High School and go to college and come back. And we just hired a new language arts teacher for this year that has some experience here in Westwood and being an alumni, and she's doing a great job in her class too, trying to find new wings, I guess, and learn how to to cope with the high school teaching requirements. But there's a lot of good stuff going on in Westwood. We're getting ready to have homecoming this month and doing class officers and homecoming voting and all kinds of fun stuff that kids are into.
That's right. We'll talk about it again here in just a moment on third down here. The handoff is going to be good for a touchdown. I'm trying to see who's carrying that football. Can you tell? That's our Monty Burnside who punches it in from 2 yards out. No, I'm sorry, Dre Whitfield. I'll get it right. One I've messed up more times tonight than I care to mention, but 2 yards and 6 points for Dre Whitfield puts Fairview now ahead 28-0.
And I know that all those boys like to hear their individual name called, but every one of them will tell you that they're wearing Westwood and Fairview and all that kind of stuff. So
that's right.
As long as it's red punching it into the end zone, I'm sure they're just fine with whichever name we put out there.
Yes, sir. And that's that speaks to Coach Roy and what he's doing here. On the 2-point conversion, another handoff, and that one's good. That's Burnside this time. He punches it in for 2 more. So with 47 seconds to go here before the half, your score, Fairview 30, Berea 0, and we're back in just a moment on the Eagle Sports Network.
How can you measure the value of education-based athletics? Well, the value is in what makes it invaluable. That's because school sports aren't just about winning, they're about learning and growing. School sports aren't just about gaining trophies and accolades, they're about learning life lessons, bringing a whole community together, developing character and integrity, having coaches who mentor you, and teammates who become lifelong friends. And you can't put a price on any of that. That's what makes education-based athletics invaluable. Of course, when you participate in school sports, you want to win and become a better athlete, but the purpose is so much greater. Becoming a better person. Support your local school sports programs. And if you have a student, encourage them to get involved.
Brought to you by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association and the Kentucky Athletic Administrators Association.
And we're back. Devin Gibson's kickoff was caught by Braden Eversole at about the 25-yard line. He gets it out across the 30, somewhere around the 41-yard line. That's where Berea will take over. And Mr. Clark, before we went to break there, of course we had the touchdown, the 2-point conversion, but we were talking about all the good things going on here in Westwood, and something that we've talked about here on the air before is the atmosphere on Fridays.
Oh, absolutely. The fans are coming out in droves. We've got tailgating taking place. We've got people that have bought into the program, and some great parent sponsors, and just people getting behind the program and watching great things happen, man.
Yes, sir.
And, I don't want to go another game without mentioning you buying in with us too here. I mean, just knowing the work that you put in, the time that you put in to give up your Friday nights and come be with us. And, Chauncey, you've done a great job putting us out there and making it to where other people can watch the games and have an opportunity that it can't be down here. So there's not any kind of price that we can put on that. And I've got a great debt of gratitude for the work that you're doing and the amount of time that you're putting in and having me up here with you. I mean, I just rattle nonstop. You know how I am.
Love it, yeah.
But I do appreciate it, and the fact that you're out here with us and getting our Eagles out there so other people can listen from far away.
Well, I appreciate those words, and that's the goal. These kids deserve everything that anyone else gets, and I didn't go to Fairview. I'm not what you would call a Westwood guy, but I feel like I am now.
That's right.
And I'm glad. You know what I'm saying?
We've adopted you. And technically they adopted me too. My dad graduated from here in 1970, but I grew up in Greenup County, and I've worked in a couple of different school districts now. And
sure.
I love the family atmosphere and the small school mentality and
yes,
kind of us against the world.
A handoff on first down goes to Caden Kidwell, his first carry of the football game. He wears number 54. And he has a pretty good pickup on first down, gets out across midfield to the Fairview 45-yard line, so a 14-yard pickup.
Great run by that young man.
Yes. Down under 30 seconds to go here before the half. Under center is Trayshawn Davis. And a handoff in the backfield. That's just kind of a miscommunication there. Yeah, I don't think that Kidwell normally plays in the backfield. Nonetheless, brought down in the backfield is Kidwell.
They got a timeout there for Berea, stopping the clock.
Loss of about 3 here. Clock stopped at 9 seconds, so you got to think if you're Berea here, you got the football in opponent territory, you're going to try to put some points on the board.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, I've not really seen him throw the ball a lot. I'd like to see him uncork one here and see what kind of arm he's got, see what the young man can do.
Yeah. I tell you what, he had one in the first quarter, sprint out pass, hit his guy. I mean, hit him right between the numbers in the flats. So we know he can do it.
Okay.
It's a matter of, Fairview doing a great job sending pressure defensively, so we'll see.
It has been nice to see the boys get after the ball a little bit better. They're coming off the line much quicker, got a quicker first step, trying to get in the backfield a little bit.
Yes.
Limit the movement back there.
Second down, 14 yards to go after the 4-yard loss there. And a toss is going to be taken by Gavin Merrill. He's got a little bit of room to run, trying to find somewhere to go, though. Brings it across back to the middle of the field. A decent pickup here, but not enough for the touchdown. And the siren you hear in the background means that we are one halfway done with this football game. At the half, your score, Fairview 30, Berea 0. And we're back for the halftime show here in just a moment on the Eagle Sports Network.
Visit Home Builders Supply at 1560 Diedrich Boulevard in Flatwoods, Kentucky, your one-stop shop for everything for your home. They call it a whole home store for a reason. Find them on Facebook at Home Builders Supply LLC or give them a call at 606-388-2465 for all the kitchen, bathroom, flooring, and any other need you may have for your home. And they're open to the public. That's Home Builders Supply, 1560 Diedrich Boulevard, Flatwoods, Kentucky. And thank you to the folks at Home Builders Supply for their support of high school student athletes like the ones at Fairview High School. The fine folks at Home Builders Supply, proud sponsors of Fairview Eagles athletics, have opened up a new store called HBS Furniture. It's located at 101 Kentucky Route 1, right behind Super Quick in Greenup. They offer wall-to-wall furniture as well as many other unique home items that you'll love. Check them out on Facebook at HBS Furniture or give them a call at 606-750-4238 or find them online at supplyhomebuilders.com. It's the folks at Home Builders Supply and HBS Furniture that make this broadcast possible, and we want to give them a big thank you for supporting the student athletes at Fairview High School.
And welcome back into the Platinum Industries broadcast booth. It's halftime here in Westwood, where your Eagles lead the Berea Pirates by a score of 30-0. We'll take a look real quick at the scoring summary, tell you how we got to where we're at on the scoreboard. With 8:53 to go in the first period of play, Armani Burnside punches it in from 38 yards away, followed by a two-point conversion run by Dre Whitfield that made the score 8-0. That was the score at the end of one. 3 touchdowns in the second, all of them by Fairview. First one came with 11:54 on the clock, a 5-yard touchdown run by Jace Murray, followed by a pass from Hunter Good to Charlie Fetters on the two-point conversion, made the score 16-0. Again in the second period, a 4-yard run by Jace Murray, and it was good for a touchdown, followed by a failed two-point conversion that made the score 22-0. And then the final score of the first half came with 47 seconds on the clock. Dre Whitfield from 2 yards out for the touchdown, and then a Burnside two-point conversion made the score 30-0. That's a look at your scoring summary. Again, your score here at the half: Fairview 30, Berea 0. And we're going to step out and take another break. As I mentioned, we're on a shortened halftime, so 4 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock, and then they'll, of course, add the extended 3 minutes for the halftime period. And we'll be back to action here in just a few moments, so don't go away. Back in just a minute here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Visit Home Builders Supply at 1560 Diedrich Boulevard in Flatwoods, Kentucky, your one-stop shop for everything for your home. They call it a whole home store for a reason. Find them on Facebook at Home Builders Supply LLC or give them a call at 606-388-2465 for all the kitchen, bathroom, flooring, and any other need you may have for your home. And they're open to the public. That's Home Builders Supply, 1560 Diedrich Boulevard, Flatwoods, Kentucky. And thank you to the folks at Home Builders Supply for their support of high school student athletes like the ones at Fairview High School.
And welcome back into the Platinum Industries broadcast booth. Glad to have you along. Chauncey Griffith joined by Mr. Chuck Clark. Mr. Clark, here at the half, one thing I mentioned coming out, Berea, they don't travel very many people. I think there were 6 people in the stands over there. And you got to think, we looked it up, it's a 2-hour and 8-minute drive from Berea to Mossy Bottom. But one thing about Fairview, it's a small community, small everything. But I tell you what, the community supports here. The stands are always packed. Even at away games last week, there were a bunch of Westwood people in Olive Hill.
And you know what? That's back to the community and the culture that's being built,
yes.
School-wide, athletic-wide. Just a few years ago, we're in the same position that Berea was. It is right now, and we've come out of that because of some good leadership in the program and some great community partners buying in. I mean, you can't say enough about Tim Price and his support of the football program. You can't say enough about Sheriff Jamie Reese and his deputies being out here to keep us all safe. Brent Webster and his department here at Westwood Fire Department. They're out here parking cars and making sure everybody's safe. I mean, we've got a lot of people in our community now that are showing up for boys, and not that they didn't in the first place, but I don't think that they were getting the notoriety and the respect that they deserved a while ago. And we don't want those people to go unmentioned. We don't want them to go unrecognized. We've got a lot of people that love our kids, and I really think that that's what's helping to turn around the initiatives in the district. Of course, there's central office leadership and school building leadership and all that kind of stuff, but you really need your community to rally behind you, and I really think we've got that with our departments and the businesses that are there. I mean, you can't say enough about Asa and what he does down there at Giovanni's and helping to support our kids. You can't say enough about the chaplain down here and the church that feeds the boys through the feed program. I mean, we've got a lot of people that have really bought into not just the football program, but all of our athletic programs and academic programs that are really providing support and encouragement and showing up for kids, and that's made a difference.
And I can tell you that, and I hope I'm not stepping on toes by saying this. If you're listening to this and you're thinking, man, that's something I'd like to be a part of. This seems like a quality product that they're putting out there. Good young men, good coaches, and you don't know how you can get involved. Message one of us on Facebook. Find Coach. Get a hold of Coach Roy. Get a hold of me if you'd like to be a sponsor on this broadcast. I'll tell you now, every penny of your money will go straight into the athletic program here at Fairview.
Yeah.
And it's worth being a part of.
It sure is, and not just from a financial standpoint, but if you're a student that's out there and you're thinking, man, I'd love to see what this small school mentality is like. I mean, have parents stop by and have a cup of coffee with us. Let's talk about academics, and let's talk about athletics, and let's talk about the perks of being in a small school environment. Now, we don't ever want to do anything that's going to take a kid away from his hometown or anything like that, but we want to provide kids every opportunity to be successful. And we've had a lot of kids that have come in here that have had a little rockier road in some other places, and they've turned out to be fantastic kids, and they just needed a spot to where they can shine. And if that place is Fairview, we'd love to have you, and we want to see you do well. We want to see parents and community members and kids, and especially kids. I mean, that's what we're here for. It doesn't matter if it's on a football field or a basketball court or a classroom lunchroom or whatever it is. Everybody in our building is for a child. We do what we do because we love kids.
Yes. And I'm going to say, too, I like the way you put that. Come in and have a cup of coffee. That's the mentality here. Seriously, do come and have a cup of coffee with us.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we don't mind. I've got a Keurig in my office. I can make coffee all morning long. It ain't going to hurt my feelings none. So, we've got a great admin team in our building with Miss Lucas as the counselor and Miss Ward as the assistant principal. Our front office staff is second to none. Great secretary and nurse, and bookkeeper there, Miss Sue Russell. She's a patron saint. I swear she keeps us all level and balanced. And our SRO does a fantastic job of keeping us safe. We have Bill Rudy come over some, and Megan Ritchie. And, we've got some other people that pop in when they can't be there. And, Sheriff Reese does a great job of taking care of us and making sure that everybody's safe. And then, when you get to looking at the leadership from the central office and, in every department trying to make sure that we've got everything we need to be successful, and they give us the autonomy to run our building the way we want to run it and take care of things the way we want to take care of them. And so far it's worked out for us. And, we're making some academic progress by great margins from where we were 4 or 5 years ago. We're making those increases. We're making jumps in athletic departments. We've not had to hire many new staff members. People that come and work with us want to be here, and that improves the culture. And climate and culture surveys are up, and just knowing that coming to Fairview, you're coming to be a part of something special. And we're not huge. We don't have all the programs, and we don't have all the bells and whistles like an Ashland or a Greenup County or a Boyd County. And that's okay. Kudos to them for having what they've got. And, I want to see them be successful, too, because they're working with kids. I don't have a bad thing to say about any school around us because I want them to do well with kids. And that's where we're at right now, to where we're at, making sure that things are okay. And the kids that we've got here, we're going to keep pushing them. We're going to keep helping them to be successful. And if they need to do what they need to do, and we'll help them any way we can.
I love it. You got anything else to say here on the halftime show?
I think I've rattled long enough. Let's get back to some football and see these kids running up and down the field.
Listen, sitting here listening to you, I'm bought in, buddy. No question about it. This is the place to be. We're going to take a step out. We got to get one more break in here. Come back, talk about a few stats from the first half. And Fairview already out on the field. Berea made their way out. They just added the 3 minutes on. Both teams kind of getting warmed up, but I got a feeling they'll probably just stop it when everybody gets back on their sideline. So we want to make sure we get this one break in, and we'll be back in just a moment here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Thank you, Chauncey.
Timber Ridge is committed to delivering the highest quality sheds, barns, cabins, play sets, trailers, greenhouses, and more, all tailored to meet the needs and the budgets of their customers. They offer multiple financing options to help make for the best customer experience possible. They also offer 3 options to get what you want. And with payments starting at $79.50 a month, they make it easy. Timber Ridge offers a quality like no other. Visit them at 195 Argolite Road in Flatwoods, Kentucky. Call them at 606-388-2110. Visit their Facebook page or find them online at timberridgeky.com. And a big thank you to the good folks at Timber Ridge for supporting the student athletes at Fairview High School.
This Eagle Sports Network broadcast of Fairview Eagles football will be back in just a moment. This Eagle Sports Network broadcast of Fairview Eagles football will be back in just a moment.
And welcome back into the Platinum Industries broadcast booth. Glad to have you along. Down to a minute to go. And it looks like Fairview making their way back toward the locker room. We're waiting to see kind of here what indication we get from the officials. We may go to a break as Coach Roy going out to talk to the head official. Got another special guest with us here, my old broadcast partner from last week, Craig McCormick. Man, thanks for being on here.
Glad to be on and support these Eagles.
Absolutely. And we're still waiting to see here. Berea's still out on the field over in their end zone as Coach Roy out having a conversation with the head official. The team, though, did make their way back over to the locker room. I know that they were trying to get this game in before the storm. However, it's looking like that may not be the case. Nope, they're making their way back out now. The entire team did just go over to the locker room.
I guess they wanted to be announced coming out of that locker room.
Yeah,
again.
Maybe. Yeah, there you go.
I do know, Chauncey, we are going to be playing the 8-minute quarters now.
Yes.
Due to get this game in. Wood County getting close to the red, talking to the fire department. Should be here about 9 o'clock, but we're hoping to get the rest of this game in as quick as possible.
Yeah, 8:44 right now, so we've got 16 minutes if that's the case. And Fairview teammate, they've made their way back over to the sideline. Most of them are there by now. And Berea is still kind of just taking their time over there on their side. As I believe the officials ready to get this thing underway, get this thing over, not get it over with, but get it in, I guess is the right terminology.
Absolutely. They want to try to get it in. They don't want to have to prolong the game. Obviously, Berea took a 2-hour-long trip. If we wait an hour to play, then we're going to have problems.
That's exactly right. It'll be Berea football to start things out here as Devin Gibson and company out. 2 returners back deep for Berea. Kind of hard to see their numbers on some of their jerseys.
Absolutely, the way they turn.
Yeah, kind of rolled up too.
Especially on the kickoff.
Yeah. But as I mentioned, it will be Berea football to start things out.
I do believe we have a new kicker.
I believe you're right. Yeah, Gibson was out, and then he's back off. 93, that is Jaden Miller. And here we go. A line drive kick is going to be caught at about the 20-yard line. That's Ferry again. Tell you what, when that kid turns it on, he's off to the races, buddy.
Absolutely. He don't go left to right. He goes straight up the middle.
Yep.
North to south.
Gets it across the 35 to about the 37-yard line.
And number 93, Jake Miller. And that was Jake Miller on that kickoff.
Kicker makes the tackle, too. That's Jaden
First
Miller.
down 10 for the Berea Pirates. On their own
A big shout out to the fans. With the weather coming in, you really haven't seen a lot of fans leave. It's a packed house here tonight.
That's right. A lot of support here in Westwood, that is for sure. It'll be Berea football 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line. Looking like same formation as Trayshawn Davis is going to, actually, no, he's going to back up to the pistol. And that's not Davis, that's Gavin Merrill. So kind of like a wildcat formation there as Merrill takes the pistol, direct snap, and gets what he can, picks up about a yard.
That'll be tackled by number 32, Bryson Clutters.
And Clutters is a name we've said several times tonight. He's had a good football game. There is a player slow to get up there. That's number 72 for Berea, Lathan Turner.
Yeah, I think Coach Cottle's just trying to get him used to play calling. I noticed a couple times he's came over to get a play call from Coach Cottle. So maybe he's going to be making some calls when other players aren't in there to make the calls as a freshman.
And that speaks a little bit to his leadership, I think. Typically they're a lot of times at middle linebacker maybe or someone on that defensive unit is kind of in charge, I guess you would say, as far as when you huddle up, they're the ones that give the defense a call, and then any coaching points that come from the sideline, they relay those, and typically the coach picks a kid that they trust to do that, and for him to be that guy, that's speaking a lot to Bryson's character as a freshman.
Absolutely, and you got seniors that are typically the ones that are making those play calls, and
yes,
I would assume that Coach Roy's having those seniors coach up those underclassmen to get them ready for the next year. I mean, obviously we're still worried about this season, but it's always about building the program.
Second down, 9 yards to go as the injured player Lathan Turner makes his way off. He did make his way off on his own accord, so that's a good thing. Second down, 9 yards to go, same formation, wing back to the right, wide out to the left, and another direct snap. It's kind of bouncing off the fingertips of Merrill. He takes it, and he's gobbled up in the backfield. I think he did end up kind of falling forward back into the line of scrimmage. We'll see where they spot it. He may have lost a little bit. Nonetheless, it's going to be 3rd and long.
Tackle was made by number 12, Ian Hall, and number 54, Logan McCormick.
Very good, very good. I know that guy.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Depends on the day.
That's right. 3rd down, 10 yards to go here for the Berea Pirates, down under 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the 3rd. Your score, Fairview 30, Berea 0. Same formation, kind of a wildcat formation, and a high snap goes over Gavin Farrell's head, or Merrill, excuse me, and he's forced to fall on it way deep in the backfield. Had a host of Fairview Eagles right on his heels. I see Clutters in there. I also see McCormick in there, and several others. I believe Mikey Smith, was he? No, Mikey's not playing today. That was Jason Murray in there.
I think Braden Owens was in on that.
A name you haven't heard us say here today is Hayden Webster. He's not playing tonight. No injury. It's just kind of a precautionary thing. Hayden did sustain the ankle injury last week, so just kind of working on getting healed up. On 4th down, a low line drive punt is going to be taken by Fairview, and with a lot of room to run as Jeffrey Everett gets it over to the Westwood sideline and straight into the end zone for a touchdown on a punt return. He picked the ball up at about the 40-yard line and got over here to the sideline, and it was off to the races. That's a name I enjoy saying. You know that?
Absolutely. Jeffrey Everett's back on the football field. It's exciting for Fairview. And anytime Jeffrey gets the ball, you know he's going to the left side or right side.
Yes.
And you've got to have people over there to stop it. And if you don't, he's going to the end zone every time. And that was just a great run by Jeffrey, and also a great blocking for by the rest of the team.
Absolutely.
To get him that in, because he could have been kicked on that right out of off the field by that player.
You have to think, on a punt return, you have to, all 11 players out there on the punt return team have to have good field awareness. You know where the ball's at. You know where they're going to kick it at. And a great job there by all 10 of the other players, creating room to run for Everett. And mind you, his foot speed does play into that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That was a bad snap to that kick or to that punter, and hats off to him for getting that off, and Jeffrey for making the clean catch on that and making it for a touchdown.
Yes, sir. Offense out, wishbone formation on the 2-point conversion. And that one is in there for 2 points. That was Rylan Hatfield who ran that one in. Makes it 38, to 0 is your score with 4:24 to go. Clock rolling, as anything over 35 points is a rolling clock. So we'll have for the remainder of the 4 minutes of the third, and then the entire 8-minute fourth quarter will be a rolling clock. We're going to step out, take a short break, as there's a player down. It's a Berea Pirate down there around the 5-yard line. So thoughts and prayers go to them. Back in just a moment here on the Eagle Sports Network.
The fine folks at Home Builders Supply, proud sponsors of Fairview Eagles athletics, have opened up a new store called HBS Furniture. It's located at 101 Kentucky Route 1, right behind Super Quick in Greenup. They offer wall-to-wall furniture as well as many other unique home items that you'll love. Check them out on Facebook at HBS Furniture, or give them a call at 606-750-4238, or find them online at supplyhomebuilders.com. It's the folks at Home Builders Supply and HBS Furniture that make this broadcast possible, and we want to give them a big thank you for supporting the student athletes at Fairview High School. Timber Ridge is committed to delivering the highest quality sheds, barns, cabins, play sets, trailers, greenhouses, and more, all tailored to meet the needs and the budgets of their customers. They offer multiple financing options to help make for the best customer experience possible. They also offer 3 options to get what you want. And with payments starting at $79.50 a month, they make it easy. Timber Ridge offers a quality like no other. Visit them at 195 Argolite Road in Flatwoods, Kentucky. Call them at 606-388-2110. Visit their Facebook page or find them online at timberridgeky.com. And a big thank you to the good folks at Timber Ridge for supporting the student athletes at Fairview High School.
And the kickoff is caught at about the 15-yard line, brought out to around the 30. And a big stick there as the kick returner trying to get a number. Slow to get up, and then now he's back down. That is Gavin Merrill. That's who that is. And he was brought down by Gabe Legg. And I'll tell you what, it was a collision. It wasn't just a hit. It was a collision as Gabe doing his job well there. Couple of scores to update you with from around the area. Raceland up on Pikeville 21-0. That's in the third period. Also over in West Virginia, the Huntington Highlanders up on Martinsburg, the number 1 team in the state. Huntington, though, up on them 22-7. Also back over here, let's see, Portsmouth right now up on Greenup County in the fourth quarter, 24-9. And is that all I've got for you? Nope. Russell right now leading West Carter in the third quarter, 28-0. I haven't mentioned, but last night the Lawrence County Bulldogs pulling off the win over the Ashland Tomcats in Louisa. Here in Westwood, though, your score: Fairview 38, Berea 0.
Another impressive score. Top team in the area across the river. Ironton 6, Nicholas from Cincinnati 7.
Okay, so
that's pretty. Must be a pretty impressive game.
Yeah, I'd say you're right. I'd say that's a
good game to be watching.
Yeah, defensive battle. I guess you're what you're getting at there. We're down to 2:17, and kind of play has stopped here after the down player on the field. He is up. He's back over to the sideline, but I think they're just kind of regrouping over there on the Berea side of things. 2:17 to go here in the third. Your score: Fairview leading the Berea Pirates 38-0. And Craig, so far we mentioned they're trying to get this football game in as quick as possible due to impending weather. The storms are on their way.
Yeah, absolutely. They're on their way. Boyd County currently just went in a weather delay, so
okay.
I would assume that it's coming very close to us.
Yes.
But, they want to try to get the game in as quick as possible to let Berea get home at a decent time tonight.
And here we go. Play is ready to resume as it's Berea football 1st and 10 on their own 31. Another direct snap. This time, though, it's going to be Braden Eversole with the carry. Trying to shake off some tacklers, but too many to shake off there as he's only able to pick up a yard. Tackle will go to freshman Hunter Good, a name that we say quite often on the offensive side of the ball, but I tell you what, he's doing good things here, playing really hard defensively for the Eagles as well.
Absolutely, and hats off to Coach Roy, got a lot of clean jerseys out there.
Yep.
So see a lot of JV guys out there making some good plays.
I know that's going to make Laura Thompson really happy because she's the one that's washing those uniforms. 2nd and 9. Here we go. Another direct snap. It's bobbled by Gavin Merrill. He's able to take control of the football, but not able to get anywhere with it as he's brought down the backfield, a loss of about 3.
Tackled by Wyatt Bowen.
Wyatt Bowen, that's another Fairview Eagle that gets after it on the defensive side of the ball. Under a minute to go here in the third. 38-0 is your score. Working on trying to get some more score updates for you, for those of you listening at home or wherever you happen to be. Berea breaks the huddle, same formation. Actually a shift from right to left by the wingback Fury. And a direct snap is going to go to Gavin Merrill. And it looks like he hands it over to Mason Algren. Give him a yard. Maybe 2, actually. Brought down by Wyatt Bowen. Actually give him 3 yards. He got it all the way out to the 31-yard line. So give him 3 yards there. And that'll be the last play of period number 3. So after 3 quarters down, your score, Fairview 38, Berea 0, and we're going to step out. And we'll be back here in just a moment for quarter number 4 here on the Eagle Sports Network.
How can you measure the value of education-based athletics? Well, the value is in what makes it invaluable. That's because school sports aren't just about winning, they're about learning and growing. School sports aren't just about gaining trophies and accolades, they're about learning life lessons, bringing a whole community together, developing character and integrity, having coaches who mentor you, and teammates who become lifelong friends. And you can't put a price on any of that. That's what makes education-based athletics invaluable. Of course, when you participate in school sports, you want to win and become a better athlete, but the purpose is so much greater, becoming a better person. Support your local school sports programs. And if you have a student, encourage them to get involved.
Brought to you by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association and the Kentucky Athletic Administrators Association.
And welcome back into the Platinum Industries broadcast booth. Quarter number 4 is set to begin here. Your score, Fairview 38, Berea 0. It's Berea football 4th and 10. Looks like their offense is going to stay out. And they are. A toss to Eversole, and that was kind of a miscommunication there as he kind of brought it back up in the middle of the formation. Nonetheless, give him 3 yards. Not nearly enough for the first down, and that should mean it is Fairview football here. Jackson Everts with his first tackle in the football game. It's going to be 1st and 10 Fairview, and I think we're going to see a new look here personnel-wise. Several which they kind of started that earlier, but I think this is going to be a whole new offensive unit other than the freshman quarterback Hunter Good. As a few familiar faces out there, but coach doing what he can to kind of get some of these younger guys some exposure here on the varsity level.
Absolutely. You see a bunch of new guys going in, and it looks like freshman Hunter Good is going to stay in, and they're going to give it to Jaden Kaler.
There you go, Jaden Kaler, the starting safety for the defensive unit, but I haven't seen him with any carries here, so it'll be interesting to see how he does here. As Hunter Good lines up in the wishbone formation, goes through his cadence. And a handoff up the middle of the field, up the middle of the formation, that is. That's Rylan Hatfield. Give him 2 yards.
Roy just took Hunter out to put in Jaden as the second string quarterback.
You are correct, yeah.
Give him a chance for some varsity time. Jaden's a good ball player, good baseball, basketball player.
Yes.
It's good to see him out there taking the reins now.
Yeah, down to 5:50 to go in the football game. Jaden Kaler, the quarterback. He is definitely he's going to be one to watch later on for sure.
Absolutely, and Fairview's got 2 freshman quarterbacks.
You're right. That's a good problem to have, I guess, when they're both productive. As Kaler in the wishbone takes the snap and hands it to the fullback, charging ahead. That's Rylan Hatfield. Gets it across the 30 down to about the 25-yard line. A nice pickup there by Hatfield. Give him 7.
And one thing you got to think about those 2 quarterbacks, they're not afraid to take hits.
No, sir.
And when they get hit, they're going north-south.
That's right.
From south to north, not left to right. And it's a good thing Roy works with the quarterbacks.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was his position.
He and his dad, Chancey, they know what they're doing at that position, buddy.
Absolutely.
They're down in 1 yard to go here for the Eagles. Down under 5 minutes to go in the football game. JV offensive unit out. Jaden Kaler, the quarterback. Hatfield, the fullback, takes another handoff here. Charges ahead, right side. For more than enough for the first. Give him about 3 yards there.
That's enough for another Sergeant Tire Eagles first down.
Also out there offensively, looks like Ian Hall playing tailback. And I believe that is that Mikey Smith at the other tailback? We'll wait and see here as Kaler comes over to get the play call from Coach Roy. 38-0 your score. Fairview leads the Berea Pirates here with 4 minutes to go in the football game. Mikey Smith playing out wide.
I believe it's Bryson Colletters.
I believe you're correct. Yep, it sure is.
Now I can see the number.
Yep. And here we go, Kaler under center. Going through his cadence, he's going to take the snap, look to the left, hand off here, and that's Clutters who takes the handoff, shakes off a would-be tackler. Picks up about 5 yards on first down. A great carry there. Keeping the ball spotter busy, I guess you'd say. I don't know where I was going with that one. His first carry of the ball game, though, is good for 5 yards. Makes it 2nd and 5. Down to 3 minutes to go in the football game. Fairview will walk out of this one at 2-1. Stick around for the post-game show. We'll go over the offensive stats for both teams, the scoring summary, tell you how we got to where we are on the scoreboard. Not sure yet if we're going to have Coach Roy up here or not with the storm coming and stuff, and they've got to get on the school bus and all that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's going to have the kids hurry up, get in, get on the bus, and get back to the gym.
Can't blame him there. Kaler takes the snap, hands it to the second back through. He's hit as he takes the handoff. Not brought down immediately, though, and a good job there on the second effort. That's Clutters. And we've got another player down there for Berea. So the clock's going to stop with 2:26 to go in the football game. Fairview leads this one 38-0. We're going to take a step out while the injured player is down on the field. We'll be back here in just a moment here on the Eagles Sports Network.
This Eagles Sports Network broadcast of Fairview Eagles football will be back in just a moment. This Eagles Sports Network broadcast of Fairview Eagles football will be back in just a moment. This Eagles Sports Network broadcast of Fairview Eagles football will be back in just a moment. This Eagles Sports Network broadcast of Fairview Eagles football will be back in just a moment.
And we're back here in Mossy Bottom. Glad to have you along. 2:26 to go here in the football game. It's Fairview on top of the Berea Pirates, 38-0. A player injured on the field there. I still don't have a number, but it's one of the Berea players, and definitely we never want to speculate on an injury or anything like that. But
53.
He is up and he's making his way off on his own accord. That's they don't have a 53 on their roster, do they? They sure don't.
Let me see. I think Tom Hobbs sent something.
Okay. That roster came from their KHSAA roster, so we'll see. Nonetheless, player making his way off, so
I think it's
always good news.
Ben Brock, I do believe. I think he's just wearing a different jersey tonight.
Okay. Ben Brock, there you go. So send a prayer up for that young man as he makes his way over the sideline. Almost time to resume action here with 2:26 to go. It's Fairview football. Third down and about 5 yards to go. Ball on the 17-yard line of Berea. Fairview ahead in this football game, 38-0. They'll move to 2-1 on the season. And what I can see, and you can't see because you're not here, is that the official is pretty adamant about keeping that clock rolling. The storm's coming.
Absolutely, and they talked to us before the game and told us we want to try to get this game in as quick as possible.
That's right.
So keep the clock going and keep an eye on him, and he's kept it moving pretty quick.
Yes. Fairview, Jaden Kaler, the quarterback's going to take a knee here to keep the clock rolling. A classy move here by Coach Roy. Just letting that clock roll. Mentioned there, Fairview will move to 2-1 on the year. Stick around for the post-game show here as we will talk about what's coming up down the line for the Eagles.
A big road game next week to Morgan County.
The Cougars of Morgan County. A couple of road games on the road to Morgan County next week, and then at Boyd County. It's not really a big road trip, but it's not here in Mossy Bottom, so that's Absolutely. A road game. So 2 road games in a row as Kaler takes another knee. We're down to 1 minute and 8 seconds to go. Fairview offensive unit makes their way off, and the defense makes their way on. We'll wait and see how this plays out here because by all intents and purposes, there's 56 seconds to go. So Berea will have to take an offensive snap. We'll see what they do here. Berea will move to 0-2 on the year. For those interested, they're back on the road next week at Nicholas County.
I believe they're going to just call it the game.
I think you're right as the offensive unit of Berea walks back over their sideline. Fairview with a little more pep in their step making their way back over here. We'll keep it right here, though, until time expires just because I feel like that's the right thing to do. Fairview will win this football game, though. 38-0 is your final score, down under 8 seconds to go, as the Eagles move to 2-1 on the year under head coach Alex Roy. Coach Roy picks up his 7th win as the head coach of the Fairview Eagles. Congratulations to him and his assistant coaches for a hard-fought win here tonight, as Coach Roy doing a great job building the culture here in Westwood, and that's evident here tonight as the Eagles come away with the win, 38-0 over the Berea Pirates. We're going to take a step out. Be back here in just a moment for the postgame show, and we'll wrap things up from Westwood as the Eagles are victorious, 38-0, and we're back in just a moment here on the Eagle Sports Network.
You guys just didn't want it bad enough. That should have been an easy win. What were you doing out there? You got to hustle. You could have made that play if you'd been open.
On the car ride home after the game, when you think you're helping by telling me what I did wrong and what I need to work on, all I hear is that I'm not good enough, that I'm supposed to be perfect, that it's not okay to lose. On the car ride home, all I need to hear is how much you love me and enjoy watching me play, that my worth isn't determined by my performance, that even on my worst day, I am worthy, that you see me learning, growing, and doing my best, and that is enough.
Brought to you by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association and the Kentucky Athletic Administrators Association.
38-0 is your final score of the football game as the Fairview Eagles move to 2-1 on the year as they defeat the Berea Pirates here at home. Tell you real quick how we got to where we're at on the scoreboard with your scoring summary. The first score of the football game was a touchdown run from 38 yards away by Armani Burnside with 8:53 on the clock in the first period of play. Dre Whitfield with a 2-point conversion made it 8-0 after one period of play. See you, Bruce. Bruce Gibson there ran the PA tonight, did an awesome job too, by the way. Bruce is a mainstay in Westwood, that's for sure. So 8-0 the score after one period of play. In the second, there were 3 touchdowns. All 3 of them came from from Fairview. The first one by Jason Murray from 5 yards away with 11:54 to go in the quarter. And then a 2-point conversion pass from Hunter Good to Charles Fetters made it 16-0. Again in the second, 7:29 to go. Jason Murray again and punches one in from 4 yards out. A missed 2-point conversion attempt made it 22-0. Final score of the first half came with 47 seconds on the clock. Dre Whitfield from 2 yards out runs one in, and then an Armani Burnside 2-point conversion made it 30-0. That was the score at the half. 1 touchdown in the second half. That one came in the third period of play. First series of offense of the second half for the Eagles. Actually, it was before the offensive series. It was a 40-yard punt return by Jeffrey Everett, and a 2-point conversion by Rylan Hatfield made the score 38-0, and that was your final. 38-0 is the final score in this football game. We're not going to wait on Coach Roy. I don't know that if he has intentions on coming up. However, I do know that he's got to get on a school bus and take his players back up to the school, and there's a storm coming. Don't want to make him, make the players wait, all that stuff. But a big shout-out to Coach Roy and his staff for their win here tonight. Congratulations to Fairview and their players as the final score in this football game, 38-0. And the Eagles moved to 2-1 on the year. Big thank you to Mr. Chuck Clark for coming up with us before the half and joining us at halftime. Always a pleasure to have him. And it's really something to see his passion for this school and this district, and it shows. It definitely shows in the things that are going on here at Fairview High School. Big thank you to all the administration here for allowing us to provide coverage for these Fairview Eagles athletes, and doing a great job. It's really great to be a part of here in Mossy Bottom in Westwood. Thank you to Craig McCormick for keeping me in line and doing all that he does around here. Thank you to Mr. Jason Morrison as well for getting us going up here. And a big thank you to you for tuning in. That's going to do it for this broadcast. I'm Chauncey Griffith. Good night and God bless.
This has been Fairview Eagle Football. Thank you so much for joining us for another broadcast live on the Eagle Sports Network.